Hello and welcome back to our Let's Play of Oxygen Not Included, episode 18, I believe this is. And I have a plan. So last episode I spent most of it sort of gripped by decision paralysis about what to do with these cool slush geysers that we found. And I think the answer is actually going to be pretty simple. We just want to use this heat to use the heat given off by our oxygen generation that we're going to get out of this to heat up the water from these steam vents so it can be pumped through pipes and also just cool off the oxygen. I mean, we can kill two birds with one stone is what I'm saying. We can set up our oxygen generation and just pump the oxygen through this cool steam vent area that we're going to have. There's nothing really wrong with that. If we don't like it, we can go back and change it later because nothing's going to be at so great a temperature. Like, this is the important thing to keep capped off here. Nothing is going to be at so great a temperature that our guys are going to get scalded. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to clear out a large area for water to pool from these cool slush geysers. And we'll set up a series of pumps here. And we're going to work on setting up our oxygen, I think right here. And just have the oxygen pumped into this room and have the temperature reach an equilibrium. And we'll pump it out to the rest of our base once it's cool. So I think that's what we're going to do. That's going to take a little bit of time and work. So I think in the meantime, what we're going to do for our oxygen situation is we're just going to... Oops, new duplicate, just to hold that thought. None of these have diver's lungs. That is the stipulation of this run. I think we're just going to dig this out, get another fresh layer of water on these algae terrariums, and be good to go. In fact, let's set this priority a little bit higher. Getting our heat shielding up in these other areas. We're going to use ceramic insulated tile for the oxygen setup, but we're fine with igneous rock on sort of the rest of this because we don't mind a little bit of heat seeping into our cool area. It's usually the other way around that we have to worry about in a significant way. Might as well deconstruct this. Alright. Algae terrariums up and raring. All the deodorizers going crazy. We probably should set up just a little bit of filtration here. A few more deodorizers perhaps. It's not hugely important, but also doesn't cost us much of anything. So why not? Set one up here as well. Have all these algae terrariums up and going. Get some more oxygen in the base. And in the meantime, just work more on this area over here. Heat shield almost all up. We're making this out of ceramic. We are also going to just build a little bit of scaffolding. Like so. And master jobs. Alright. Let's get you the gopher spot now. This water's getting hot around the point where we don't mind just running it through an electrolyzer. Pressure's building. Yeah, it's kind of alternating between overpressure and... Oh, now it's just overpressure. Alright. Well, hopefully this will help cool off some stuff. The issue is that there's not much heat capacity actually in this steam. It's all just that it's in a different state, so it's applying a lot of pressure. Once we get this oxygen set up though, I think a lot of problems start lessening. Look at them all waving and happy. The pressure's huge, though. It's a nice little injection of oxygen. Alright. Getting this all built. Don't really want these puffs up here. Yeah. Not hugely fond of them, so let's actually just kill off any that are up here. Got him. Mess with the best, you die like the rest, puffed. Let there be a warning to everyone else. Alright, so we also want to start setting up our little oxygen generation place here. Let's start with this. In fact, let's dig out these as well. And we'll dig out this. And let's do a tile of igneous rock here, and I'm actually just going to extend it out here, and I'll have my hydrogen generator right up here, I think. That seems like it'll work. And look nice and neat. Like we actually had, you know, a plan for this area. It's mainly aesthetic, but I think just sliding it in right here seems so good. Starvation. Don't be silly. We have plenty to eat. We might want to set up a few more farms. We just have these right here, and then we're operating off of sleet wheat that we're gathering from the rest of the place. And we actually don't have full access to all of it either. Alright. So we can dig out this now. And we're going to do this. Yeah. Actually, let's just start off with this, because we know this is ultimately what we're doing. We need this scaffolding, so to speak, to set up this insulated tile. Our little oxygen generation room isn't going to have to be that big, because we're only going to have one pump feeding it. This isn't going to be like a gigantic supply of water. Everything germ-wise, this is fine. Alright, so base, insulated tile. Gonna need more ceramic. Dig out a little bit more clay, I suppose. I think we're fine on the clay. Yeah, we still have enough of it. We just need these to be running probably at a higher priority. Nothing crazy going on with germs. Did we put any germs up here? Not really. Alright. Base, ladder, more scaffolding. Jobs mastered. That was just Banny. Alright. Okay, so have all these algae terrariums happily making their oxygen again after a little fresh infusion there. In fact, we'll drip a little bit more on them. That should help stabilize us a little bit on the oxygen while we get this up and running. We're going to set this to a slightly higher priority. Now, what do we want to do for the rest of this area here? So, we're going to want a number of pumps around here, and it's not really going to be crucial what they're made out of. The main thing is that we don't really want them pumping water that is below freezing, so we are going to want to heat up this to some extent. I think that's what we're going to be using this electrolyzer for ultimately. So we do want a decent number of pumps though, because there's probably going to be a decent number of applications for this cold water. Is this good? Do we want to go one more over? Is 5 pumps too many? Haven't planned absolutely everything out. I will say that. So I think we're going to have a wall here. That sounds good. And we'll just move this one over, actually. Plumbing, liquid pump, iron ore, do something like this, and then we're going to set up our wall right here. Yeah, I like the sound of that. And then we'll just have our oxygen pump into here with like a high pressure vent. Sounds good. These pipes will probably just be made out of anything. And then we'll have uses for the cold water down here. I think that's the plan. Base, insulated tile. This is ultimately what we're doing, so let's just get all those build orders set. We're just going to do it a bit at a time. Drip, drip, a little bit more water down here. Okay, so we're starting to get down to reasonable temperatures over here. It was at 44 a couple episodes ago, and now we've got it down to 34, 35, 37. Getting there. Anything else we want to tackle over here? We could grab more Weezeworts. We could also open up some more of this sleet wheat to be grabbed. I think I kind of just want to set up a little bit more farming, just for the moment. Just so we have that sort of that assurance that we're not going to run out of food. So, let's dig up this. Actually, what is the temperature like over here? Not great. Maybe we just set it up like right here. That wouldn't be that bad. Sure, let's go for it. So, dig out an area like this, and we will replace, this is granite tile. Looks good. And we'll just set up some farm plots there and grab some quick meal wood. Alright, so oxygen. Still a good amount of oxygen in the base. Gonna set up this area right here for more oxygen. This is not supposed to be igneous rock. This is going to be ceramic. Do we have enough? Base, insulated tile, ceramic. There we go. Yeah, let's not mess up that. Dig out this area, get ourselves some farm plots. And make a bunch of mealwood. Just to top up our food, because it's starting to fall a little bit. Anything else we want to do? We still want to get down here. Could just get this water out of the way. We do have a way. We could just go straight down here with this ladder. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Granite ladder. And we are just going to I kind of don't want to break through this because it will, I can germify this water. It's not quite what I want. You know what? Let's hold off. Let's hold off on the exploration for now. We don't need to get down here right away. I do want to find the oil biome, which means going down, of course, but I'm not in a rush. Let's focus on this. Research done. All right. I mean, let's just start going from the top, I think. Animal control. Have some oxygen to play with around here. Germs are under control. And we're just going to slowly build out this. New duplicates. What do we got? None of these are diver's lungs. Get out of here. More mealwood. And let's cook up some more. Cook up some more frost buns. This temperature is getting around to the point where we're kind of just fine with it. I'd still like it to be a little bit lower. So we're not going to finish up our critter farms just yet. Harvest that. I think this is going to be sort of our central ladder for this whole operation. Do we want to stick anything here? So I'm going to have the pool of water here. This could be another reservoir, potentially. I think it's time to pump some of this water out of here. Unreachable build. Is that true? Well, either way, let's also get to work on this. Let's see if it truly is an unreachable build. Jobs mastered, huh? Nisbet. I don't have much for you to do, Nisbet. I mean, plumbers are always nice. Sure. Go at it. We'll want to clean up this stuff at some point. Not in a huge rush. Get our insulation here. All right. So this is unreachable, apparently. probably because I have this tile here as opposed to just a natural thing. I think it's just that I need a ladder somewhere here. Make it out of igneous rock. Do something like this. And set these priorities up as well. Alright, now it's reachable. Yeah, we'll just cancel that. Alright. Where are we at now? I want to copy settings across here. Atmosphere. Ah, because of the chlorine, huh? It's messing with the pressure. Well, we can dig out more area if we like, and that'll help with that. I think we build a couple more farm tiles, and then we'll just dig out this area beneath it. Alright, so getting this built, this is the plan. We have this all complete. This is going to be our big cold water area with a wall right here. This is going to be our oxygen generation place, and it's just going to pump right into our cold area here before we pump it out. I think I'm going to cut the episode here. Got pretty much all the planning done that we wanted to get done, and now it's just a matter of tackling some of these little issues like food, oxygen, you know, the basics. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.